Rodpowell Gaming went back with you again. Today I'll be doing my second NBA game on my career mode. So this the part I left off on from my last video. Sorry for the misinterrupts and not seeing the whole game.
On the floor for Boston, the big men are Sullinger and Olynyk. Avery Bradley is out there with Freak, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. Here's Sullinger after Jarrett Jack's score. Here's Crowder. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Alright, well, let me see some gameplay options. I don't want to put the speed all the way up.
Boston against the rest of the Atlantic Division, they were tough. They ended up going 12-4 in the division, which was a big reason, Clark, they made the playoffs.
And you know those 12 wins against the rest of the Atlantic, Kevin, were a division
Shake.
best. Even the Raptors who won
Come
the
on.
division.
I didn't know you could do commands inside the game.
Sinks the second.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
Here's Freak after Jarrett Jack's score. Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. Boston again missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his
No.
and I'm sure you appreciate it.
Well, and back to Kelly Olynyk as a coach, you have to
I wanted Jamal Crawford, shake and bake.
Clark is against explosive long limb guys. They'll take advantage of him.
Yeah, they will, but in the right matchup, he's effective. He can help you.
No.
70% of his threes has gone
I
in
forgot.
the last 2 years, and I think he gives you some toughness and rebounding as well. I like him as a second unit player.
Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love
No.
really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Freak following the basket by Brook Lopez.
Come on, I gotta get some rebound.
Bradley, the drive. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg
Come on.
started out in high school where
Shoot
he
it.
developed into one of the
Yes.
nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point, and as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guys.
Hey, if you know any commands, tell me the commands that you could do during the game.
And the Celtics making a
Oh
change
man,
here.
about to
Lee's
storm.
checked in. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with
Let's go.
passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Fast and simple.
Brooklyn trailing.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting, injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
Smart's checked in for Boston.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Brooklyn making some changes. Robinson
You know I keep getting that turnover. I forget that I can't be in.
Kicks to Lopez. To the middle. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Crowder.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Robinson with the block. Johnson outside. Pass to Larkin. Johnson the screen. Larkin kicks to Robinson. Johnson the pass to Bogdanovich. And Boston with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
Good D by Johnson.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Larkin kicks to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Outside Turner, out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 13-5 run. Doubled by Dixon. Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. Now here's Freak. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Smart dishes to Johnson. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Larkin, guarded by Dixon. Robinson kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the dish to Larkin. Just 3 to shoot, and he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Come on.
As the season gets underway, let's see how the Nets are stacking up in the NBA stats. 6th in blocks, 10th in rebounding, and they're in the top 10.
Alright. And force him out of the paint. Yeah, to the bag.
But I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Sloan's checked in. Kicks to Smart. Johnson, the pass to Dixon. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Nets were the hottest team and story a few years back, certainly. But last season they were put up for sale. Surprisingly to some, Clark, midway through the year.
Yeah, that was odd timing given the new arena and rebranding. I mean, you would think after all that effort to rebuild the team, you would see it through.
And for the Nets being put up for sale, a big part of it was they were a team that was supposed to compete for titles. And since the move to Brooklyn, they had had trouble going deep in the playoffs.
And you know, with Brooklyn, I don't think anybody wants to take over a team in a rebuild mode. I mean, that's what the Nets seem to be looking at for the next few seasons. They had their shot, went all in with some of their decisions, unfortunately came up short.
Robinson hits them both.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Now here's Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn. Shoots from the baseline, and it's Freak missing. Brooklyn leading by 4. There's the pass to Sloan. The shot from the low post is good. 8 points.
Man, dang.
And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Here's Larkin following the basket by Freak. Lopez a screen. Here's Johnson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Turner. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Johnson with a screen on Robinson. Turner loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Larkin, defended by Dixon. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got his first 2 points of the night. Celtics trail by 6. Now the feeds are slow. Can't get it to go. Dixon. No good. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he took
almost like a soccer atmosphere.
a lot of fans out there.
I don't really care about what you say, nigga.
Changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Thomas Robinson. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and it's Larkin in for Jarrett Jack. They've got Johnson. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Donald Sloan, and it's Larkin in at the 1.
Yes, got the ball back with a foul.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference. And, of course, Brooklyn, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for Boston, they have hit the ground running this year. The work they did in the offseason has paid huge dividends right away.
Sure it has. I mean, they came out of the preseason with a real air of confidence. There may not have been many outsiders who believed in them, but now plenty of people.
Yes.
Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing
No.
the ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things
Oh my gosh, bro.
Here's Larkin. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Tries again. Lopez, no luck. Celtics trail by 5. Freak dishes to Lee. Freak kicks to Lee. Feeds to Freak. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field. Here's Johnson. He had 10 points in the win against Boston. He dishes it to Young. And that one's good. Young's got 11 points.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
We gotta be more
Alright.
defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Alright, let's go.
For David Lee. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
While we've got a moment here, the top free throw shooters in the league. 4th, Evan Turner.
You know, just because they're free, Kevin, doesn't mean they're easy. For him, it looks easy, but to shoot such a high percentage each night takes an awful lot of work.
Well, you
Let's
can
go.
see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year.
Let's go.
Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some
Alright, we in the 3-point. They in the 3-point lead.
Johnson the screen. And Sloan kicks to Young.
No.
Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And that was something the Celtics needed adding to
Ah.
him as a player that could come in and provide Clark instant
Man.
offense for them off the bench.
And Kevin, I think that was a turning point for him last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
1:52 left in the first half of basketball. Pick off in midair.
Oh my God.
Break for the Nets. And there's Johnson. That's good.
Oh my gosh.
And now a 9-point Nets lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the
Oh my gosh.
And lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Turner with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Smart passes to Dixon. Dishes it to Smart. 5 to shoot. High, arcing shot, and he gets the bucket.
Bro, I got a D plus.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Freak dishes to Johnson. Freak kicks to Johnson. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Smart. Net shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Johnson kicks to Lopez. The rebound by Turner.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Rejected by Young. Nets leading by 5. Here's Larkin. 8 points his last outing. He feeds it to Lopez. 2 on the clock. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line. And those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Alright, they need to hurry up and come on with it. Let's see. Alright. Alright, halftime. Comment now if you think we could come back. Pause it and comment. Do you think we could come back? 48-54, 6-point lead.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling. Group substitution here for Brooklyn.
Let's go.
Robinson's checked in for Young. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson.
I gotta get my grade up now.
And it's Larkin in for Jarrett Jack. On the court right now for the Celtics. Dixon, he's in at point guard. Evan Turner is out there with Johnson. Then it's David Lee. And it's Smart in at the 2-guard position.
Loose ball, man.
1:49 left in the third quarter. Freak kicks to Johnson. Johnson against Turner. So he gets the whistle.
Fire.
Jacked on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that
Lee
injury. Also
with the bucket. I don't know how we came back, but we came back. See him through.
And so David Lee nails them both. One thing about David Lee, he's a proven scorer and rebounder. Clark, health, though, has been a concern.
It has been very durable early in his career, Kevin, but of late we've seen hamstring issues, back issues, and torn hip flexors, and that's taken a toll on him for sure.
Pass to Robinson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
No.
There's also style just with the fact that he's able to
Bruh. Oh my gosh.
Pretty one-handed flush. And guys, for David Lee, when healthy, he can absolutely fill it up. I mean, he's a terrific terrific offensive player, can score over both shoulders, a really solid passer, and of course, a volume.
Come on, this should have been assist. Man, I got a D plus again. No, I got black attempt. Come on. God dang, how am I supposed to come back in 26 seconds? They ain't gonna put me in for that long. Probably seeing me through the whole fourth quarter.
He's perfect from the line this time. 26 seconds left to play in the third. In the corner, Crowder with it. Johnson with a screen on Johnson. Freak dishes to Lee. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter.
How they put me in the whole quarter?
Young is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Johnson kicks to Jack. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. Boston trail.
Well, what's up?
Dixon passes to Brent. He kicks it to Freak. Johnson up top at the elbow. Lee, the 15-footer. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And taken away by Johnson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Bradley.
Look at what Bradley has done so far. He has 9 points.
I gotta get an A
Three-pointer on the day as well.
or a B at least. No, they put me out. I got.
This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.
No, I got a C minus. I got a C minus.
I mean, weaker teams might have buckled.
166 coming. Oh my gosh. I got 100 for my salary. And 33. Oh, plus the extra. Alright, yeah. That's enough for today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and recommend friends to my channel. Thank you. Thank you for watching.